Welcome back to more World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. Ooh. So, Milbridge, I know what that's like. I-55, I remember that in Woo 22. I think most of these tracks I remember from Woo 22. I don't think there's much new tracks except for Oswego that we already ran at. So, I don't know the exact figures or numbers, but we're doing pretty good in the point situation. We're tied with Ashley, and Cody Fletcher's only 4 points back, so still a very tight point battle. Settings, I'm assuming I got them pretty good in terms of like what difficulty to set it to. With the 102, I think that's kind of perfect. I think 103 might be a bit too much, so I think I found the balance. It took me 65 episodes to find the balance, but I think this is going to be good enough. But got a lot of races to do. 3 races an episode. Let's not prolong it anymore. Let's get into it. Let's vroom and kaboom into Milbridge. Speedway. Somehow that's a speedway, even though it's like... what's the mileage on that? 1/4 of a mile? It feels smaller than that. Since this is like a tier up from local, I'm so used to getting the sponsor, or like getting like a more accurate goal time, like I guess 4 races in. This is race 4, and then we're gonna have to showcase, so it's gonna take until race 6 to actually get like a goal time, because I don't know if the laps I'm running now are top 5 worthy or not, so I don't know until qualifying hits and I hit the line. But I think I got a decent enough grasp on the track. It's just very short. I feel like I'm off the throttle more than I am on the throttle, because as soon as you get back on the throttle, then you have to like immediately get off, and I'm trying to use a little bit of the brake too, trying to help it, but don't want to use too much where like the wheels completely stop, because that might hurt us. But I don't know. Too many cars on track. I should never have cars in practice, but I do anyways for some unknown reason. Probably not a good time, I don't think. 7. Never mind. Never mind, it's first. But usually qualifying at Milbridge is kind of easy, so we got track position for the heat, so this is gonna be good. Ashley Capote is 7th and Fletcher is 10th, so that's all good. We'll see if we can capitalize on it. We just have to be good on the start to not, and not lose spots. Starting next to the SRX paint scheme looking car. It's a very ugly start on my part. Try to hold the bottom lane here. That's gonna be sad. I have the ideal starting position, yet I screw it all up. They're just able to use the outside, which, again, like some tracks, I just can't physically do. But at least we'll be going into the qualifying dash, which is the most important thing. Would like to finish first in this so I can start first in the dash and ensure a better starting position. But, knowing me, no skill, no talent, worst driver in history of YouTube, at this game. Couldn't capitalize on that. Kept up with them, but couldn't capitalize on it. We're starting fifth because of that, so leave it to me to mess all that up. At least we're on the inside line. I don't see Ashley Capote anywhere near us, so at the very least we should have a positive point day situation on our hand. But yeah, I don't know why that billboard is, I don't know why the camera is doing that. Like, I'm just driving the corner, I'm not doing anything that wild. But I guess we'll start 5th in this, and well, maybe we can get 4th. We're kind of getting there. A little bit of wheel contact, and we'll get 4th. Okay, it's something. All right. I mean, that was simple enough. And Ashley Capote, or Capetta, I don't know. I keep saying it wrong. She's 8th, so the other guy, Fletcher, is probably starting 10th. So we're definitely gonna have a good point day. Just how much of a good point day is the question. Not ideal to be on the outside, but hopefully we can get down the bottom lane pretty quickly. Or kind of like arc it in the core like that. I don't know. Am I gonna get yelled at for that little bit of contact too? Oh, WhatiFRacing, how dare you freaking do? Also, the car is really... Oh my sweet Jesus. Oh my god, we avoided all that. Almost screwed that up too. But yeah, the car almost is on 3 wheels getting in the corner. I don't know if it's because of me hitting the brake and the weight transfer just kind of messes it up. I would say that's a bit ridiculous if the game has that type of detail, but it probably does. Probably does, but it's interesting because I don't think any other car that I've raced at, I mean, the only thing I think I ran here was Micro Sprints, but Micro Sprints didn't do that. Also, they copped a lap traffic very quickly. I guess it's not surprising because it's a 25 car field. This track is way too damn small to be ran at here. That was a terrible corner, but as long as we can hang on to third, that's the most important thing. They wreck, contact, that's probably going to be... That actually put us into second. Interesting. Lap traffic kind of boned them. Ashley Kamikazegames is 8th, and Fletcher's nowhere to be found, so we're going to have a really good point there. I'm happy with that. I don't know why this random 98 car is just fast this weekend. Why did it turn to the right there on the start? Well, I had a shot to gain some significant points, but I literally screwed all that up. Now we're almost 3 wide in, like, the worst part of the track at this speedway. So, all of that went horribly wrong. How bad is the damage? Only 95%, man. The way he was acting on the start. Well, they made contact again, so we're up to third. And, yeah, I mean, that makes it a lot easier for us. I think. I don't know. I mean, we're going to be on the bottom lane at least. Also, my heater's on the back run. It's like 20 degrees out, so. Sorry for the immersion braking noise. Yeah, see, it wanted to do that again where it wanted to turn to the right there on the start. I don't know. It's a little weird. But we'll get to P2. I don't know if we can get to leader. We were kind of keeping up with them in the heat. I guess we'll see what we can do here. But he's just fast. Unless lap traffic completely bones him, which is possible, I don't think we're going to get to him on race pace alone. Yeah, leave it to me to scrape the outside wall and do all that dumb crap. I don't know. I was just trying to make it turn, and I don't know. I don't know why I didn't want to do what it wanted to do there, but we'll lose a spot. That's going to probably hurt us in the long run, but no, knowing me and, you know, losing spots is kind of goes hand in hand. Lap traffic affecting them, but it's not going to be enough. We'll finish P3, which is totally fine. I will take it. That track is a freaking nightmare to run at. It's just too damn small. And Ashley Capcone is 10th, and Fletcher's 12th. So we're going to have a 14-point lead at least. So, I mean, I think that's pretty good. That race flew by really quick. It just, I don't know what it is. It's hard to even talk because things are happening so fast at a track like, you know, that small, that scale. Gotta upgrade, or gotta repair everything. But otherwise, kept everything in pretty good shape. Kind of curious because we only do one season in this. We're not going to bank up enough money in the next series if we go to Pro late models to really get, like, competitive. So we might actually have, like, the first season in that where we may not even be championship competitor worthy. I mean, I like to think we'll do something. That's another thing, too. I don't know if I can go to... It might be like, a bit outdated when I look at this, the personnel thing. But the part discount is only 20%, which 20% of the 1.5 million would originally be like 1.2 million. Like, that's how much I guess I would have. But I was factoring in the highest upgrade, not the second to highest, because I thought it only went up... Because it starts you off at level 2, and that just threw all of this off. So, I don't know. I guess it's a lot lower than that. Because, I mean, I had like 200,000 left. So, all of that cost 800,000. So, would that mean Pro late model would be, like, around that same price? So, we're still definitely not going to have enough by the end of the year. I don't know, I'm kind of curious how much we'll make. But, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Next up is a showcase at I-55, so we're going to have probably a lot tougher competition, so we may not finish as well, but same should apply for the other national, or, well, regional drivers as well, so we'll see if that pattern continues. I just do not know with this series, so I guess we'll find out. And the goal times I've been getting has been around like 10.3, 10.2, so I got a 10.1, I think twice, so... Don't know where that's going to put us. I mean, the rank said top 10, which I guess for a showcase is pretty good. So, I don't know. We'll see what we can do in qualifying. 10.1. I don't think I'm getting any better than that on the second lap. So, I think that's going to be pretty good. Somehow, that's not good. 19th. Jeez. Maybe we have a lot of, like, tryhards in this. Or, like, national people. I don't know. Youngquist is 10th. Capota's 8th. Oh, are we going to lose points this race? Cody Fletcher's 2nd. Okay, I guess we're just gonna struggle. I don't know. It's kind of bullshit that us regional people, the people that I'm racing with now, could just compete with national people. That don't make a whole lot of sense. So I guess that's good to know. I don't know. We're experiencing all of this all at the same time. So I don't know. This track is fun to drive. I don't really have any problems with it. It feels good. It feels like both top and bottom can be fast if you're good, which I am not. We're 5th right now, which is not good because we're going to have to do a freaking V main. That's going to just be a waste of time. I'd like to get 4th to maybe start a little bit better in the B main. I'm surprised I'm even saying that, but I guess they're just really tough at this track. I don't know. Spent so much time. Oh, that's some contact. Of course, we can make a clean pass. So. Worst driver ever on YouTube striking again. At least I was able to pull away from 5th place, so we'll finish 4th in that, and we'll have to do a B main. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know. That's the other thing, too, as I've said multiple times. If we upgrade everything to max, then when we get to national, we're going to be screwed, because there's nowhere we can go to get more upgrades, because that's the max. It shouldn't have to be like that. I mean, I don't know. Just get the B main over with. We're going to start first, and we'll win that no problem. Well, to no one's shock, we won it. So, we'll start 19th. So, basically where we qualify. So, nothing really changed. A lot of cars in front of us. Maybe we'll get lucky and a bunch of yellows occur, and we can BS a better finish. It seemed like running the bottom lane is the fastest. I don't know if that's completely true. But going where they're not might be the best option, as long as I don't hit the inside wall. But we gained 2 spots at the start, so that's, you know, something. Again, it's just kind of crazy how much, way faster they are in the showcase. Like, even the regional people, like the people I'm racing with for points, are competing with them. I don't know. Seems kind of bullshit to me. I don't know how we damaged the car that much from that bit of contact, but whatever. It may make the car tighter, which is probably good. So this is going to in turn make it even easier to drive, but we're just stuck in 17th. Grant, I'm not totally used to the track, so maybe I can get a couple more spots out of it, but I don't know if I can, you know, gain much more with experience, like more experience is what I'm trying to suggest. Well, we're catching 16th here, just kind of running the bottom here. We'll try to slide job them, and we'll get the spot. Ooh, something happened. I think we're running down 15th place. I don't know if the damage is affecting us much. We're running 10.3s. We're running about what I was running in practice, so I don't know if I could really get much better, but we did get the spot there. It was a 10.2. So, I don't know. I think just starting back there is just going to make it really difficult to roll through the field, just not having the track position. But could factor it into that these are tracks I haven't raced at, you know, in like 2 years from the other games. So might be out of the loop, but we'll finish 15th. That's a horrific point day, and that's going to kill us so much. I mean, we almost went a lap down. And, of course, yeah, Capote just gets 3rd. Cody Fletcher 2nd. How can they race with them if, like, it makes it even more confusing with the show. Like, of all things, like, every other race, I can run relative to them. But then in the showcase, they're just way faster. So, are they really on level for everything? Or are they maxed out? But if I max it out, like, if I, like, what is the playing field anymore, like, for the showcases? It confuses me. Some series, they're, like, not even close to being competitive, and that's usually the races where we gain a lot of points. Now it's the exact opposite. So, I can't make sense of it. I don't know anymore. I didn't even know Travis Jacobson was even a regional or whatever person, so anyways, the points are now tightened back up again. Now we're 10 back, so I'm glad we gained what we did in Milbridge, because we lost all of it and then some in that one, so riveting. Surprised it was moderate driving, considering we literally had like 83% on the car, so kind of surprised by that, but we'll move on. We got Straight River, which I have not raced there before, so that'll be, I don't know. But hey, we get a new sponsor, so we'll be guaranteed, what, 6,000 a race, which is good, so always up for more dough, and yeah, it's good. We'll go for the top 5 incentive, because I think for the most part we can get that. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I gotta wash that frickin' showcase out of my mouth, because hopefully straight river we can run a little bit more like where we usually been running thus far. And we got about 10 point. We definitely hit our goal time, but it was only by about a tenth and a half, which usually in qualifying they ramped it up way more, so we're gonna probably be outside top 5. So I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing where we're gonna finish, but I don't know if it's gonna be. It's actually not up much higher, more than I thought. So 10.9, that might be doable. Of course, we have to get 10, 9, 11. So that's horrifically hilarious and beautiful all at the same time. But yeah, we'll get 4th. So we actually hit our goal time, surprisingly. Usually they ramped it up like 3/10, but that was only like half, like, I don't know, like a 10th or half a 10th up. Like, that's kind of what it should be. It shouldn't just ramp up like multiple tenths, whether you achieve the goal time or not. That's how it should be. Also, Ashley's 9th. And Fletcher is now 14th, so I'll take a good point day. We need to gain some points on him after last race. Starting first in this heat, since this isn't like a Milbridge type, unless they get like a stupendous run on the outside, we should be fine in theory. You never know. I'm trying to play with the throttle just a little bit instead of just full throttling the car in the corner. That seems to help with it, so I'm trying my best to do that, and I think it's worked because we're leading, we're good, and this is going to be a very simple, straightforward heat dub. Well, they tried. I don't know who that was, but they tried. I guess I'm giving up the bottom too much still. Other than that, like, them peaking down low for, like, one corner, that was really not much of a problem. Starting P4 in the qualifying dash, obviously these are a little bit harder than the heats. We were able to get down the bottom lane right away. Just kind of hog that bottom lane up. So no one will pass us, or if they're going to have to do it, they're going to have to do it on the outside. The old Thunder 03 tactic that I grew up with will apply here. Or we can have a yellow. Alright, we just got to rack him up and do it again. I was looking at the leaderboard. I don't see Ashley Capicone anywhere in that top 8. So did she not make it to the heat? I guess through the heats or something. I don't know. I don't see her, so either way, finishing 4th, if that's what we get in the heat, or well, in the main, be pretty damn good for us. We get 4th, so really nothing changed. We finished where we started, and on to the main we go. Yes, Ashley Capricorn, Corpola is not in that, so I just ended that sentence mid-sentence. I didn't even complete the sentence. That was bad. It's gonna make editor what if very confused on that part, which has happened a few times before, where I just stop talking, like, and it confuses post editor what if. So I know I can relate to the confusion. But yeah, they're able to run the top. I tried running that in practice. I was about 2/10 slower, so. Yeah, if they're going to keep running that, then I guess we're not going to really make any progress, and we'll just finish 4th. That's a wreck! Oh. That's, I don't know, if we got damage from that. That was, like, right at the last second. That's going to come down to, like, a photo finish on if we got damage from that. I just saw the car. I was committed to the outside because I thought, you know, they're running up there. I don't see any indicator that popped up. We somehow did not get damage from that. We were lucky. Yeah, they were running up top, so I was trying to do the same. Again, kind of like what I was experiencing in practice. We weren't really gaining much time. We were just 2/10 off, so the bottom lane seems to be faster. It's very frustrating because this game really promotes, like, running multiple groups, but, like, some tracks, the AI could just do that, but the player just cannot replicate that type of, like, pace. And they're way more, I feel like they're way more sideways than I am. I don't know. That backward I'm not, but yeah, it gives the it's like the illusion of it for some of these. I don't know. It's almost better just holding the bottom lane than just, because it's just kind of luck or random whether they want to use the top, bottom, or top, which I guess is dynamic enough. But if they're going to be in a race where they're just always lap traffic, really bone the leader there. Did you see that? He just completely parked it. But yeah, it's going to be like one of the most boring races ever because we're not going to gain any spots and we're just going to finish 4th and nothing eventful happened except for that one yellow. Now it feels like the bottom's not as fast. So I don't know if this game actually has dynamic grooves or what exactly, but I was able to kind of... I was definitely running around 11.2s compared to this now like 11.4, so that might be just the way to go. Maybe I should have been doing that the whole race for the main. I don't know. I'm still learning, so don't kill me. I just, you know, if that's how Straight River is with these cars, then I guess now I know, but I'll probably forget about that. But still a good point day. Travis Jacobson, we gained a lot of points on him as well. He was up in the point hunt. Ashley gets 12th, so we're going to gain about 16 points, so we might be back in the point lead, I think, because we're only 10 back, so I don't know. Fletcher's 15th, so again, we're just point racing. That's all we're able to do, and I think we'll be in the point lead now. We are indeed back in the point lead by about 6 points over Jacobson. Travis, I said that all wrong, but he's actually tied with Ashley, so points battle's still very close. I would love to get a win. We had a real shot to do it at Grant Park, but they just kind of caught me at the end of that. I don't know what more I could have done there. There's got to be at least one track on the schedule we can at least win at, so we don't have a winless champion, and then the World of Outlaws universe is not going to chastise me. Or maybe they don't care if someone wins the championship but doesn't win a race. I don't know. But, I don't know. Points battle still very close, 6 races in. Get our first sponsor payout. Merch sold went up a lot. Feels like double, so very good payday. 27,000, nice. I don't know how much we're going to get by the end of the year, but I guess we'll find out as we journey on. I will say that was a good episode. That's kind of what this game I feel like should be for the most part, or at least, you know, with the difficulty, you know, it's like most of the time, not factoring in showcase races, I guess, we should be running around that 2nd to 5th place range, and we're doing just that, and I am content. With a car of this upgrade, that's where I feel like we should be running. Doesn't take much to please me. What angers me is, well, I don't know, like having the car almost fully upgraded, or like the highest it would be for like the regional, and running like 15th or 10th or 6th or 7th. It needs to be better than that. Yeah, I mean we're just Matt Kenseth-ing this with a lot of consistency. Next race will be Williams Grove, which I remember that track in World of Outlaws 2002. Woo 22. I'm very used to that. Sugar Bush, I remember that from the other game. And Lernerville, I remember that. It's actually my home state, so that's kind of cool. So, see what happens with those tracks. It's probably the most interesting that this series has been since part 1. With all these new tracks for the most part, it makes each part kind of interesting, because I'm going to tracks I'm not totally familiar with a car I'm not 100% familiar with, and that's sponsor placement. Why is it cut off on the top of my screen? That must be like where the Monster Games logo used to be. I gotta edit that, because that looks horrible. I didn't even notice that. Can you imagine if that happened in real life, where a person puts a sponsor on the car and it's like half knocked out, or it's not half visible? Oh god, that's embarrassing. I guess I can still add like the Monster Games one. I could put it under the wing. I wonder if I can fit that in there somehow. Is there an option for that? I'm assuming there is. I'm just, front right side, is that it? That's the wrong one. Back right side. Okay, that's what it's called. Okay. Yeah, I want to put Monster Games on there. I got to have to simp for them. No, not the position. The scale. There we go. Yeah, make that wide, thick. I have to remember 185, 45 over 0. Okay, I gotta remember that for the... I wish I could copy and paste all that, but... Gotta remember that for the back left side. Oh. Okay. It's a bit different. I'll have to put it on the... Not the back left side, but the left side. Well, I've officially lost the logo. It's somewhere, but it doesn't want to... The logo doesn't want to go on that right under the Truex Jr. name, so... That's, it's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of an oopsie doodles on my part. The logo's somewhere, but I guess I can't put it there? I don't know. maybe, okay, maybe it's... I'm surprised I can't move it over that far. Okay, well, that's good to know. Glad I'm not making a total ass out of myself doing this. I have to rotate it a little bit because it's at an angle. Just want to make it like, you know, I don't know. Try to make it look... I don't know. We're just gonna go with that. Well, I think that's it. Next episode, we'll be tackling those 3 tracks and all that stuff. So we'll see how those go. Will some of them be easy or harder than others? I don't know. We're in uncharted territory for this game, and I don't have the memory of when I raced them like how it was back then. So this is kind of, it feels like I'm experiencing it for the first time. Even though when I race a track, my brain is gonna be like, it's gonna register. I don't know what the fuck that... I'm done. I'm done. I'll see you all next episode. See you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.